Well, hello everyone. I'm Deb Courtney and welcome to my YouTube channel. So glad you're here today. We are still on the series of personalities. We are doing today a video that has to do with parenting sanguine children. And if you are a sanguine parent, then you will want to listen up on dealing with sanguine children, powerful choleric children, peaceful phlegmatic children, and melancholy. And we're going to take these each individually, each personality that the parent is, and if they have a child, what that may look like in parenting that child. I have my notes prepared here and we're ready to go. So let's go ahead and get started. Right now, we're talking about the popular sanguine parent. And if you're a popular sanguine parent and you have a popular sanguine child, then this is what you will be kind of looking at. Popular sanguine children, their strengths are they share a zest for life, a sense of humor, and optimism that can bind them together. Pitfalls to avoid in regards to a sanguine child has to do because organization is not a strength of that child. For either the child or the parent, as a matter of fact, parents must make an extra effort to instill a sense of discipline and responsibility. A parent must be careful not to compete for the spotlight with the popular sanguine children, particularly around their friends during the teen years. If you're a popular sanguine parent and you have a powerful choleric child, then their strengths are they're optimistic and with an optimistic outlook. A popular sanguine parent is a good cheerleader for a powerful choleric child who thrives on praise and achievements. The pitfalls to avoid in regards to a powerful choleric child is, well, these children will fight to get their way, and a popular sanguine parent may give in just to avoid conflict. Being a parent means you will not always be liked by your headstrong, powerful choleric child. But if boundaries aren't established and enforced, your roles as parent, a child may actually be reversed. I've come across a lot of children that tell their parents what to do. You know what I mean? Hey, it happens. Okay, moving right along. If you're a popular sanguine parent and you have a perfect melancholy child, their strengths will be, well, you share a creative spirit and an artistic nature. Although you are very different in your personality as a sanguine parent, you can share very complementary relationship with each other if you work at understanding one another. Pitfalls to avoid in regards to a perfect melancholy child from a sanguine parent is don't expect these children to be as demonstrative and bubbly as you are. Be quiet and take time to listen to them. Offer lots of positive reinforcements for accomplishment. Encourage them in their pursuits and provide private space and silence for refueling. And respect their need to be prompt and to stick to routines and schedules. Okay, and the last one is, if you're a popular sanguine parent and you have a peaceful phlegmatic child, their strengths are you'll share a relaxed attitude and an appreciation of their wit. Pitfalls to avoid if you have a peaceful phlegmatic child and you are a popular sanguine parent, well, don't expect your peaceful phlegmatic children to express excitement over the things that you think are fun. Encourage them, but in a loving and quiet way, for they will likely retreat if pushed. You both need to work on organization, so demonstrate self-discipline in your own life. Let's move right along to the powerful choleric parent who has a popular sanguine child. Same thing applies. We're going to do the strengths and the pitfalls to avoid. Okay, here we go. With a popular sanguine child and you are a powerful choleric parent, you share an optimistic outlook and enjoy people as you are both outgoing. Your popular sanguine children will likely follow your leadership if offered plenty of praise. Pitfalls to avoid in a popular sanguine child from a powerful choleric parent is don't expect your popular sanguine children to have the same intensive drive for accomplishment that you have. Allow plenty of time for fun, or your children may seek to find fun outside the home in unacceptable ways. If you are if you are a powerful choleric parent and you have a powerful choleric child, well, you both are self-motivated. You are outgoing people and you share the love of accomplishment. But one of the pitfalls, or some of the pitfalls to avoid being a powerful choleric parent with a powerful choleric child is if your goals and likes are very different, conflict is inevitable unless you appreciate your differences and truly listen to each other's viewpoints. Establish ground rules for dealing with conflict, which may require that you both have a cooling down period before any discussion. Teach the art of compromise by developing the ability to do so in yourself. And sometimes that is hard to do, but it is necessary. Okay, if you're a powerful choleric parent and you have a perfect melancholy child, your ability to motivate others can bring out the best in the creative children if you take a quiet, positive, encouraging approach. The pitfall to avoid with a perfect melancholy child is don't insist on quick, decisive action from these children. Give them time to mull things over. Allow them to express themselves without being judged and ask for their opinion and then listen before offering your own advice. If you're a powerful choleric parent and you have a peaceful, phlegmatic child, well, the strengths as far as that child is concerned is there can be a natural balance in these relationships with children willing to follow the parent's lead. Your natural ability to organize is a skill that children can model. A pitfalls to avoid with a peaceful, phlegmatic child is although it may seem easier, don't do everything for these children or make their decisions for them. If the powerful choleric parent doesn't foster responsibility, children may never grow up and assume responsibility for their lives. Use kind words to motivate them, help them get organized, but don't do the work for them. Create an area in which they can relax and have downtime. Okay? If you are a perfect melancholy parent and you have a popular sanguine child, the strength for that would be a perfect melancholy parent can help popular sanguine children develop needed organizational skills, and children can inject humor and fun into the home. Pitfalls to avoid if you're a perfect melancholy parent and you have a popular sanguine child, recognize that your personalities are quite opposite. If you don't let these children have fun at home, well, they'll find it elsewhere. Whereas you are naturally organized, popular sanguines are not so much. So help them develop the skills and the discipline without nitpicking or criticizing. Instead, reward the jobs well done and praise and give them opportunities to have creative fun in organizing. Allow some measure of messiness in a designated area. Encourage participation in the arts, but don't expect your popular sanguine to master each skill perfectly. Allow them to learn just for the joy of learning, not to be perfect. I know that's kind of hard to do because I'm a perfect melancholy parent, but you know, you'll get there, and when you get there, you'll understand it. Okay. If you're a perfect melancholy parent and you have a powerful choleric child, strengths of a powerful choleric child are these two share your melancholy parent and your powerful choleric child. You will share a natural ability to organize and to keep to a schedule. Pitfalls, however, to avoid is you want these children on your side. Powerful choleric children want to get credit for their hard work, so don't reserve your praise for any task done perfectly, or you'll have an adversarial relationship. Be flexible and offer them choices whenever possible, so they feel that they have a sense of control in their lives. If you are a perfect melancholy parent and you have a perfect melancholy child, the strengths are that you both enjoy order, you both enjoy neatness and sticking to a schedule, and often a deep appreciation of the arts. There are pitfalls to avoid being a perfect melancholy parent and having a perfect melancholy child. And you need to recognize that just because you have definite ideas about the right way to do things, your children may have equally definite ideas, which may or may not reconcile with your own ideas. However, encourage your child or your children to be artistic, to have artistic pursuits of their own choosing, not only in the areas in which you want them to excel. Don't take normal rebellion personally, or you may both end up withdrawing from each other. Help these children learn to express feelings by developing your own ability to do so. They have a deep need to be understood. Well, if you're a perfect melancholy parent and you have a peaceful phlegmatic child, well, the strength for a peaceful phlegmatic child is they enjoy sharing quiet, low-key atmosphere. And the pitfalls to avoid is these children need a great deal of encouragement, a peaceful phlegmatic child, which perfect melancholy parents are not used to offering. Remember, you have to take the time to guide them while offering lots of praise, encouraging them to reach to their highest potential. Don't let them slip through the cracks or be forgotten just because they are quiet children. Okay? Next, let's go to the peaceful phlegmatic parent. If you're a peaceful phlegmatic parent and you have a popular sanguine child, well, the strengths of a sanguine child with a peaceful phlegmatic parent, you both possess a good sense of humor and enjoy a good time. Parents are delighted by entertaining children, and children enjoy the appreciation. Pitfalls, though, to avoid in regards to a sanguine child with a peaceful phlegmatic parent, because either the parent possesses natural organization skills, you must develop these skills first in order to model them for your children. Develop a set of guidelines for discipline and stick to it, or the popular sanguine child may charm their way out of deserved consequences and shirk responsibilities. If you are a peaceful phlegmatic parent and you find yourself with a powerful choleric child, well, these two personalities can complement each other, but only in the natural, as the parent establishes control from the very beginning and relinquishes areas of control only when the child has matured to appropriately handle them. Okay? Pitfalls to avoid if you are a peaceful phlegmatic person and you have a powerful choleric child. Establish appropriate guidelines for discipline and stick to them. You'll do your powerful choleric child no favor by letting them run the household. Offer them plenty of choices whenever possible so that they are able to exert some control over their lives, and praise them and give them credit for the accomplishments that they have done. If you're a peaceful, phlegmatic parent and you have a perfect melancholy child, well, the strengths are they neither need lots of chatter, so these two personalities can just enjoy being in each other's company. Pitfalls, however, that have to do with a melancholy child, if you are a peaceful, phlegmatic parent, this combination can result in a severe lack of communication if the naturally quiet parent fails to draw out the naturally withdrawn child. The children sometimes have a feeling of being misunderstood, and they may withdraw further, while discouraged parents may give up trying to communicate. If you are a peaceful, phlegmatic parent and you have a peaceful, phlegmatic child, a peaceful, phlegmatic can enjoy a relaxed, easygoing relationship with each other because you both are peaceful, phlegmatic. But there are pitfalls to avoid if you are a peaceful, phlegmatic parent and you have a peaceful, phlegmatic child. Avoid falling into a rut of non-communication. You must put the energy into these relationships or they might become non-existent. Parents must develop self-discipline to model to children and motivate your children to help them set goals and develop steps to meet them, and then praise them often. I didn't really, and that's the end of that. I didn't really have a issue with my son that he is Clint is, he's a perfect melancholy and powerful choleric child, but he does have a smattering of the peaceful phlegmatic in him. And he does have some sanguine. You can see I see a smattering of all of those two, the sanguine and the peaceful phlegmatic. He was a very easy child to raise. I only remember one time that we went shopping. I took him. He was probably, I don't know, maybe 6, 7, something like that. And I was doing a little bit of shopping, and there was we was in a mall, and there was a water fountain in the mall. And I said, he wanted to go see it. I said, no, okay, not a problem. Go take a look at it. I said, but don't you get in the water. Well, guess what? He fell in the water, and he come, crying, Mama, I fell in. Well, there was just nothing. I mean, I didn't like it, of course. However, so we just went and bought all new clothes because I didn't have extra clothes with me. But basically, me and my son have always gotten along. We've always talked. I've tried to be all intentional in his life and to find out what was going on with him, asking him questions. How do you feel about this? What do you think about that? So you have to be active in a child's life if you want them in your life. So children are different. Parenting is tough, but it can be done. And so just by knowing the personality of your child and knowing the personality of who you are, these should be able to help you and give you something to think about as far as rearing children, because it is great knowledge to have this tool to be able to rear children and know how their personalities are, how they're wired, so that you can be at peace with your children and they can be at peace with you. So, okay. Well, that's the end of this video as far as personality parenting is concerned. Go out and make it a great day. I'm glad you found me. I'm glad I found you. And I will see you again next week.